This video demonstrates phonemic segmentation fluency assessment for M-class testing. For remote testing, a teacher will need two devices. They will need their teacher iPad so they can score the student using the teacher website, and they will need their laptop to connect with the student via Zoom and to share their screen and to show the students the student pages. We're going to be practicing the phonemic awareness, which is the phonemic segmentation fluency for middle of the year. So we're going to go ahead and select the assessment. We are going to be using the benchmark form. Remember, we need to read through the reminders, so that way we can ensure fidelity amongst all of us testing. We're going to stop the assessment when the 1-minute timer is up. At 3 seconds, give the next word if the student hesitates for 3 seconds. This you can do as often as you need to. You will note the timer at the top of the screen. You can use the dots to go ahead and mark the 3-second hesitation for students to answer. Remember, if the student is unable to answer in 3 seconds or provide a response, then you will go ahead and go on to the next word. And discontinue assessment if the student does not get any words correct in the first 5 words. Now we're going to go to the instructions. Note that there are no student materials to display on the screen. In this assessment, the student is going to be providing the individual phonemes for each word. Let's go ahead and read the student directions following the script. I am going to say a word. After I say it, you tell me all the sounds you hear in the word. So if I say the word miss, you would say I, s. If I say the word low, you would say o. Let's try one. Tell me the sounds you hear in am. Tell me the sounds you hear. A, and we would mark if it was correct or incorrect. Very good. The sounds in the word am are a, Now we're going to click to go on to the assessment. When you are ready, you will go ahead and you will click Start Assessment. I will be acting as the student and the teacher throughout this assessment. So I will be saying the word, providing the student answer, but I will be marking the student answer on the teacher end of the computer for you all to watch. Before we begin, I would like to bring your attention to the top of the screen, and you have a scrolling word board so you can see what words are coming up in the student list. Here we go. Let's read the script. Okay, here is your first word. B. Tell me the sounds you hear in B. B, E. Who. Ooh, ooh. Say. Say. On. Ah. Said. Said. Came. K. A. wave, w, w. All right, so now the warning screen has come up that the assessment has ended. Was this measure administered remotely? Yes, we're going to go ahead and assume that this assessment was done remotely, which means the student is elsewhere other than being right with the teacher, and the teacher is working off of their computer. So let's go ahead and click yes. Now, since we are done with the assessment, we will go ahead and we will click done. And we see that now that there is a score for phonemic awareness. Let's take a closer look at the coding. Now, with the first word, B, the student said both of the individual sounds. So you can see I marked it once for B and another time for E. On who, the student repeated the oo sound. So that is why I marked it 2 separate times for oo. With say, the student said the entire word that I said. They simply repeated the word. So I clicked on the button that said whole word. And that would go ahead and put the marking for the whole word straight through, as if the student read the entire word. I could also go ahead and click on the S and hold and drag to the A. And that would also go ahead and mark that the student said the entire word. On, I can see the student said the 2 separate sounds. With said, the student went said. So to show that, I clicked and dragged S to E, and then I picked up my cursor and clicked separately on D. So I can see that they said the S and the E together and the D was separate. Came, I can see that the student said each individual sound. And our last word, wave, the student, before time ran out, repeated the W sound 2 times. Let's go ahead and click done. And that is it for this assessment.